Today's topic is how to overcome grief. Grief is one of the deepest negative emotion, and this is which causing a lot of issues in life, and many people suffers from it, especially if they lose family members. But also the grief contains anything what you lose in life, any loss, loss of material things, loss of even your home or your job. You can have grief losing your job. So there are certain things in life what you lose, you are experiencing grief afterwards as a negative emotion. So you got triggered from your environment by losing this thing or losing that person, and that trigger causing you the grief as a negative emotion. If you watched my videos earlier, you know that how the negative emotions are affecting your body and how you can actually become sick physically, carrying diseases from negative emotions. So grief is the one which is actually affecting your heart chakra. If you don't know what is heart chakra, or chakra is actually one of your energy center in your body. We have an energy body, and in the energy body we have energy centers. There is 7 big energy centers in your, which is aligned with your physical body basically, and the main one is the heart chakra, and it's around your heart area basically. It's in the middle of your chest. So it's actually when the heart chakra is get blocked because of due to the feeling of grief. How is it possible? So the feeling of grief, this deep emotion, is actually able to block the energy flow through your heart chakra. And what is going to happen first is you will be unable to receive and give love. So you're actually blocking yourself from the love emotion. And then the other thing what could happen after time is that if this feeling is still in your system, this emotion, that it's causing negative, like it's causing like physical illnesses. What is around your chest basically can be breast cancer, lung disease, lung cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure, low blood pressure, so anything with the heart, and then with the blood. And also it can even come up to your shoulder, issues around your shoulder, and with anything around the chest basically. So how to protect yourself from this, or how to make sure that you can get out of this fast, right? So what is happening, people say time heals. They believe that if they lose someone or they lost something, then after time it's going to be better. After time, they're going to overcome. But the time itself doesn't heal you. What happens is you are able to push it deeper, this emotion, into the unconscious mind, and you believe that you can continue your life as it was before, like on the certain level, like in your everyday life, you can be again happy and joyful in certain situations. And you believe that, okay, now time passed by and I overcome. But the situation is that because you just pushed it deeper into the unconscious mind, you did not overcome, it just got buried. So it's gonna still trigger you every time every time you're gonna get maybe a memory, every time you hear something, or it's gonna affect you again and again and bring back similar emotions, the grief emotions. For example, if we're not looking at losing a person, but we're looking at losing an object or something in your life, or lost something in your investments, for example, money. So what happens is you have this grief, you're grieving because you lost so much money in your investment, and then you believe, okay, no, I'm fine, I'm completely fine. And then you start doing similar things, and then you again have a loss of investments because obviously it's a risky situation. So then you experience suddenly the same kind of emotions and you react the same way to the situation because you haven't cleared the roots of it yet. So if you are able to heal the root of this situation, then most likely you're not getting into the same action again and you not get triggered by the same situation again. Because what happens is going to be cleared from your system. So it's going to actually allow you to live a different life when you don't attract that situation again. Why it came to you as the first place? We are here on this earth for learning, for experiencing, for growth. So you probably had to go through that life experience, but you don't need to attract it over and over again unless you don't heal it, So when you get into a life experience and you experience negative emotions, you're going to get into that over and over again until you are unable to release, So what is the solution here? Because I'm sure you are waiting for the solution. So first solution is you can experience mindfully and consciously these situations as, okay, I understand what happened. I know what is going on, but I don't allow myself to get into the grief because I know this is the best possible outcome it could happen. I know there is something better is coming. I know to have an optimistic outlook, and then to have a stronger mind, to actually digest this. So not allowing it to become a negative emotion, basically. Because as soon as you allow it to become a negative emotion and then you dive deep in that negative emotion, then it's hardly recommended to actually release it. Otherwise, it's going to be buried and it's going to cause lots of issues. How to release it is, the fastest way to release it is basically to get into delta brainwaves and use source memory healing to release it from the memory. So I do this with my clients all the time. So you can join any of my group sessions or my Facebook group where I also have some sessions once in a while, and then I keep it there, the recording. I also have one-on-one coaching, so I am more than welcome to actually show you how it works and then actually do a session or to bring you into one of my programs where you actually can learn how to release all kinds of negative emotions from your system so you won't attract any more of those kinds. So you become more responsive to the situations than reacting to the situations. So this is what I wanted to share today actually about grief, and I really wish you all the best. And then just please check out my links below because I'm also running a 5-day challenge this week, which calls how to become supernatural. And one of the supernatural traits is actually to controlling our emotions, which is really important when we want to keep our body healthy and well, right? So see you next time and take care, everybody.